Hey, welcome back, friends. If you're new here, my name is Melissa. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. In today's video, as you can see, we're going to be making some homemade squash pies. I'll give you a little puppy update, and then we're going to go hang out with our friends and play some pickleball and just enjoy the evening. And then my daughter will have some friends over. We're going to enjoy some fun with them. And I just thought I would just bring you along on this day. This was a good day, so I thought I would share. I hope you enjoy. And without further ado, let's get to it.
Okay, so today was the day for 4 of the babies to go to their new home. I am super excited for them. I'm out of breath. I've ran up and down these steps. I probably should have got my breath before I picked up the camera. But it's been a busy morning. Woke up, came downstairs, had to obviously clean the puppy pen. That was like, looks like a massacre when you come down in the mornings when all of them are here. But my daughter helped me and we got all the pen cleaned. Everything was good to go by the time we knew they were coming. And then my husband was like, they're on their way. So we finished cleaning, getting everything ready, and got their little to-go bags. I sent them with a blanket that they had been using, a toy, of course their shot records, and some food, and he just gave them like a little care package to take with each puppy. And so 4 of them are gone. So we are left with just the 2 right now, and one of those has spoken for, the other one has not been just yet. But that's the status with the puppies. I'm super excited about where these are going, all the way to Connecticut. So, but they have a huge pond. They were telling us about their property, and of course, I've seen pictures of, looked him up on Facebook, and so I saw pictures of his. Whenever he gets labs, he always gets 2, he said, so that they can grow up together and they have a playmate. And so, yeah, and all 4 of them are going to be neighbors. So, like, the one guy got 2, and the other people, they bought 2. So, and they live right beside each other. Property, huge pond in the backyard. They're labs. They love water. So, it sounds like a really good setup for them. Super nice people. So, I'm really happy about their homing situation, which is awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sad. I was trying to fight back some tears swelling up because you do get attached to the little boogers. And, you know, they're so loving, but they did tell us that they would keep us posted with pictures and all of that good stuff, so that'll be exciting. Obviously, their names will probably change. They won't stay what we called them, which is fine. We changed our dogs' names when we got them too. But right now, Mama got in the pen. I let Mama in the pen with the 2 that are remaining because, you know, we let Mama sniff and love on the ones before they left. She was in the pen with them this morning. But she's in here right now, so I'll show you. And it's just her and the girls. And Rosie, there's all kinds of pee everywhere. But Rosie, this one has a home. She's going to my cousin. Her collar was pink, if you remember, but it got messed up, so I had to put a yellow one on her. But I think I might have been able to salvage it. I cleaned it, and I might be able to salvage it. So I may put that back on her since there's only 2 in here now. And then Miss Lily, she must have gave up on playing with Mom. And so Mom's in here just checking things out right now. Bella, what you doing, babe? Bella, can you say hi? She has been an amazing mommy. And you look so much older and so much more mature. You do. You've got gray in your whiskers. Having babies changes us women, don't it? Yes, it does. Yes it does. You've been a great mommy. You've been an excellent mommy. Yes, you have. You've been a good girl. You've been a good girl. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. We change our voices when we talk to dogs and babies, right? But So that's the status of where we are with the puppies. So I thought I would pick up the camera. I didn't have my camera when everybody carried one out. My daughter carried one. Each of the guys got one, and I got one. And we carried all 4 out. And so I had my hands full, didn't have my camera, but I had my phone in my pocket. So I pulled out my phone, and I did take some videos, which I'll include right here. So I'll let you watch that. Okay, he's going to his new home. Forgy. No, what is over there? Look, they got the whole setup in the back. I'm videoing.
Oh, you can put your food in?
They got the whole. They did just eat.
Sure you want to do that?
Y'all might have.
Let's put it in the middle. Everybody can get some.
Y'all might have a mess going home.
Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna.
We'll hold it back in. They'll
they did just eat just a little bit ago.
Yeah.
They'll go poop right away.
One more?
Yeah.
One more?
Look.
I'll keep it up front for a while then.
He's got a leaf thing, little,
Yeah.
because they're not nursing.
Well, we're gonna take off.
Look.
Want to get one toy? What is
Look.
you want to
Yeah,
keep?
you
want to
keep
keep it
toys.
for yours?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can keep toys.
See, they don't have the scent on it.
That's right. There you go, babies.
My wife just got toys in the mail yesterday.
Did she? Really? Oh. Well, they're going together. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's why I always get.
So that was them leaving. Just a couple shots, couple pictures. Didn't get much, but he had the back of, as you saw, the back of his vehicle was all, he had a pan with like leaves and stuff like that, so he's hoping that their instincts will make them go there. But I was like, they're not like trained like that just yet. They've not even been outside yet, and I explained that to him. They've had their shot, they need their next one in 4 weeks. They've got their shot records and all. So yeah, I mean, it's a little sad, but at the same time, knowing I have to go back to work, not this week but the following, is like a weight lifted off of my chest, because it's a lot. I mean, I've had help. JJ has helped. My husband, my kids have helped some, but the majority of it, if I'm honest, has been on me. And so that's a lot of babies all at one time that aren't in diapers. But it's been fun. Do I want to do it again? No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I don't want to do it again. But it was an experience. It was, if I'm honest, now looking through it all, I didn't want to do it at the beginning. I'm glad we did it. We got the experience. We got to see Bella's puppies. They're amazing. But I don't think I want to do it again. So, it's just, I'm not, especially with working. So, but anyway, that's the puppy update. I will keep you updated as the rest, like I said, Rosie goes with my cousin, but they can't come get her right now. My cousin is away on a trip. I think she's with her mom and her sisters in London or somewhere. And so, yeah, they'll get her when they get back, and then we'll get Miss Lily into a good home, and we'll be all good. So by the time you see this, I'm sure they'll probably all be gone. So Lord willing, please. So that's puppy update for you.
Lord, I want to be a Christian in my heart, in my heart. Lord, I want to be a Christian in my heart, in my heart, in my heart. Lord, I want to be a Christian in my heart. Lord, I want to be more loving in my heart, in my heart. Lord, I want to be more loving in my heart, in my heart, in my heart. Lord, I want to be more loving in my heart. Lord, I want to be more holy in my heart, in my heart. Lord, I want to be more holy in my heart.
Okay, so what I typically do, I just figured I would, my husband brought me some squash home from a friend of his, give them to him from his garden, and I was like, well, I'm gonna make some squash pies out of them. I don't normally use these. I started to cut one up and yeah, it looked bad inside, so I'm gonna give that to the chickens. But I did use the other one. I normally buy like the green zucchini squash, but I had one that was kind of like a yellow, and you can use that one too. I don't know the difference I don't really know if there is a difference or whatever. But those are the ones that I typically use. And as you saw, I just cut them up and cubed them, and then just put them on the stove, and I just boil them. I boil them like potatoes until they're tender to, like, you can stick them with a fork. And then I will put them in my food processor and puree them all down, and then I'll put all of my ingredients and everything in there, and I will try to write my recipe. This was my mother-in-law's pumpkin pie recipe. So you can do the same thing with regular pumpkin, which I do, or squash. So, but my family typically likes squash pies better than pumpkin, even because they're sweeter. The texture is kind of the same, but they're sweeter. So yeah, that's what I figured I would do, and just start baking a pie. Normally while I wait on the squash to cook down, I'll start mixing up my crust, because I'll mix it up and then I put it in the fridge, start getting it cold before I have to roll it out. So I have my mother-in-law's recipe written down on little cards. I kind of know, because I do this every year. Every year I still pull them out. I pretty much second guess my dog comes out. Come on, Toby. Go potty. I second guess myself, like, if I'm remembering it correctly. So I pull them out every year. I do know it in my head, but because I second guess myself, I end up just pulling it out to double check. So, but it's my mother-in-law's pie recipe, but it's my aunt's crust recipe, because when my mother-in-law tried to teach me, do you need to go out too? Go on, go potty. When my mother-in-law tried to teach me, to do her crust, God love her, there was no way I could do her crust. She was like, pinch of this, dash of this, and when I got her recipe for her pies, she was the same, and I was like, put that in a scoop. I need to know specifics. I need to know specifics about that. And so I had her measure everything, and then I put it on a little card and wrote it down. My aunt sent me a crust because I was unable, I went through, Crisco is expensive. And I went through a whole thing of Crisco that year trying to make her crust. Didn't happen. Couldn't do it. And there's no way I could do it today. So my aunt sent me, it's what they call easy pie crust. So I took some pictures of these cards, screenshot them, and I will insert them here or here. I'm not sure where they're gonna go on this video, but I will insert them. And so you can see pictures of the recipe. And so if you wanna pause the video and you can, you know, use it yourself. But yeah, that's what I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mix up the pie crust. What it calls for in flour for the pie crust, you will end up using more flour than what it actually calls for, but I start with what it calls for and then I just add it gradually until I get it to the consistency of dough, like pie dough. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing up my crust. Messy cooks or good cooks, is that what they say? I don't know. Every year at Christmas time, my niece and my nephew's wife and their kids, they come over to Aunt Misty's house and we have a baking day. We spend the whole day together. We bake cookies. I don't know if we've done candies ever. We've done like little cheese things. Anyway, we have just like a baking day. We listen to Christmas music, the house is decorated, and we've done it for 2 or 3 years now. This might be the 3rd or 4th year. Hopefully we get to do it this year because both of the girls are pregnant. So, and my niece is actually due on my daughter's birthday. So, yeah. So I'm not sure. We may have to do it earlier this year. But anyway, we do a baking day. And I have this old Pampered Chef. And you know, put a little hand up emoji if you know what this is, if you have this or you've seen this or whatever. But it is an old Pampered Chef measuring tool and it goes down inside of each other. This is for the dry ingredients and this is for wet ingredients. So this gives you the liquid measurements on this side and this gives you the dry measurements. And mine is actually faded and messed up. You know, I've used it so much. I'd love to get another one. But anyway, I had it and my niece came over and she was like, what is that? She'd never seen it. And I think she told me it was like an old contraption or something. I don't know. It was like, she was making fun of me. But I told her, you know, so at Christmas, I think it was last year or might have been the year before, I bought her one. So she has one. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. So I use that. Raise your hand and put that in the comments if you have one or know what that is. This year, we're supposed to do the baking day earlier because they are pregnant. And, which I normally don't decorate for Christmas until the weekend right after Thanksgiving. But this year I'm going to try to do a little earlier because of, you know, having a YouTube channel and then it takes me a while to do the editing and all that kind of stuff. So to make sure that I've got content up and everything. And I will try to, because I decorate typically the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, try to put a touch of it in the bathroom. I don't usually do too much upstairs. I used to in our old home, but I don't typically, I haven't here. But I will try to do a video of like each room as I decorate, and then maybe I can do like what those other fancy YouTubers do, and all the good YouTubers, they'll give you like the it would be a 2024 Christmas house tour. Oh my goodness, that would be a good rhyme for my video title. Don't nobody steal that.
Okay, friends, at this point, this is where I just mix up with my hands, and I don't use gloves. I just wash my hands really good and wash my hands really good afterwards. But you pour in the vinegar, the egg, and the water mixture, and it makes it really, really sticky. It starts to get really gooey and really sticky. It sticks to your fingers. That's why you need more flour. But I don't have measurements on how much more flour I'm putting in. You can kind of watch there. But I'm just kind of slowly adding a little bit at a time, and it will slowly start to come together, and it'll start to really make like a, I guess like a complete ball of dough. And then once it comes off my fingers, you'll see I add like a little bit of flour to my fingers there and get the rest off, and there it's starting to come together. So that's kind of the consistency that you'll need if you've never made crust before, or this crust. That's what it'll do. And then I will just cover it with a towel and put it in the refrigerator.
In the fridge. Starting to boil just a little. And yeah, they're not quite ready just yet. After this boils, because each pie takes 3 eggs. So once it boils and it's 1 cup of squash per pie, but it's pureed down. So I have to wait until it cooks and then puree it all down to know how many pies I'm gonna make. I'm estimating no more than 3 pies I'm gonna get out of that, maybe 2, because I didn't cut up a lot of squash. So by the time it cooks down, you drain the water off. Yeah, I'm not thinking I'm gonna get too many pies. But yeah, this is how I do it. Toby! Come on! Forgot I'll let you out. A little bit tender, like you can stick them with a fork, but I want to make sure they're good, and they still need a little bit more, like you can't cut through them because of the back part, so I'll just let them boil just a little bit more. I say boil. Some people might say boil. I don't know. My daughter's friends and everybody that meets me says I have an accent. I don't hear my accent. I'm sure there's people in here who probably hear it. I don't know. Just Black & Decker, and that's my basic food processor. What I use to puree up my pumpkin when I do pumpkin pies or squash pies. I don't know that I use it for anything else. I don't know that I've ever, well, I have chopped up like nuts and things like that before. And I've chopped up eggshells and then like took the dust and put around plants and stuff. I've done that before. So I guess I have used it for other stuff, but I mainly use it for making pies. I think today, my husband's at a golf tournament. I have chicken thighs laid out. I'm not going to show you all that. I've showed you all that before. I feel like every time I end up videoing on a day, it seems like we're having chicken thighs. I don't know. We do eat other stuff. But I thought, well, I would lay that out. It'd be easy to do for later. And I don't know, I'll throw something else with it. But I won't video all that. But my husband is golfing, and my kids went on to church after Taylor helped me tend to the puppies. And then after they left, she had already had her shower and was gone. And by the time they left, like, I was a mess. I was drenched. And so I said, well, I'll just watch it online. So I figured I would just redeem the time while I was home and film and make pie. But I think we're supposed to maybe go play pickleball later. So we'll see. But not really going to do too much today. I need to go, today's my dad's birthday. So happy birthday, Dad. I don't think anybody in my family watches. Well, maybe, I don't know. I did finally tell my niece and different ones about my YouTube channel, which they already knew because I had alluded to it on Instagram. And so I kind of figured they knew, but nobody had ever said anything to me about it. So I didn't know. But I went ahead and I just told them. But anyway, I don't know that I'll get down there, but I'll get down there this week because I have to go down that direction for chiropractor appointments and stuff like that. So I'll swing in and see my dad. But I totally felt awful because I called him and wished him a happy birthday. And he was like, why'd you wish me a happy birthday when you didn't call your mother on her birthday? And I totally forgot all about it. I always forget my mother's birthday. I don't know why. I don't know why. So after I got off the phone, I made sure to put it in my phone, in my calendar, so it would alarm me every year. Because I felt horrible. That made me feel like dirt and like trash. Which, yeah, I feel like that a lot with. Anyway, so yeah, I totally forgot all about it. And so I guess I'm a horrible daughter. I don't know. Anyway, I will go down and see them this week. I'm going to wait on these pies too. I'm just chit-chatting. I need to shut up so I can make a video. So I was right. 2 pies is all I'm gonna get out of that little bit of squash I cut up. So that's okay. Our chickens lay our egg, and sometimes they lay big eggs and we get double yolkers, but then sometimes we get a little itty bitty one. It's so little. Like, that's about regular size. It's so teeny. I'm not using that one. Not for my pies. Depending upon how many pies you do, since I'm doing 2 pies, each pie takes a cup of sugar. I'll put a cup of sugar in my bowl, and then I'll put a cup of sugar in a little bowl. and then I'll put my pie spices in this bowl, mix it together before I add it, because if you don't, the spices will float to the top. A little trick my mother-in-law taught me and shared with me, so. So I'll mix the spices with the sugar. So it'll kind of blend it in together. This is funny. Kind of makes me feel like when I was a kid, and not that I went in the kitchen much. I was the cleaner. I was the one who had to clean. And I don't like cooking. I love to bake. I like doing this stuff. But it just reminds me of when I was a kid and I used to do this stuff. And I pretended I'd do a cooking show. Guess I'm kind of doing a cooking show. Don't follow what I do normally with cooking though. This is okay. I know how to bake. And I put this in a separate bowl to mix the eggs in with it before I put it in my mixture as well. So I'm making 2 pies. I need 2 cups. Oh man, it's gonna make me open up another can. Sugar. Bummer. I need to get a new one of these can opener thingies. I need to get a new one. I don't even know what they're called. Look at that. I had to open that one just for that little bit. And I'll get my dough out. So the recipe that my aunt gave me, I think it said you chill it overnight or for an hour, not overnight, an hour. But I never do. I just put it in there long enough while I'm doing this, then I get it out. Works fine. Not good. Not good. Sometimes that happens. Set my timer for an hour. And then we'll have pies. I'm gonna keep cleaning. I'm gonna eat some leftover spaghetti for lunch and just kind of chill because I don't know what time everybody's coming home, and I'm not doing dinner until I know when everybody's gonna start floating in here. So, but I'll let you see the pies when they come out of the oven. Whew, fogged up, I can't see. Fogged up, can't see. You know it's done. They look yummy. They look so yummy. Squash pies. My video is back there editing, so if you hear it. But it's done. When the toothpick comes out clean, they're done. So 2 squash pies today. And then I think I'm going to play pickleball at like 3. So I'm going to finish doing some editing right now.
Okay, so after I did my editing, it was time to go play pickleball. We go to a local park near where we live, and we met up with our dear friends and we enjoyed some fun games of pickleball.
So I'm here. I'm messing with them with this thing on my head. There's our BFFs. Say hi! Man, I'm coming, prepared.
Welcome to Harmony Home with Melissa.
I'll leave that in there.
Now what we have here is we have a doubles game kicking off. Oh, she hits it out. Oh man.
Oh man, he's gonna narrate and commentate the whole thing. Here we go. Commentate? Whatever you call it.
The only problem is that when she plays bad, she can actually edit it out so y'all won't see it. All right, let's see. What we got going on? We got Matthew, 001. Oh, look at that. Now it's 1-1-0-1.
That was out.
Wait a second, I got it on camera. I can do instant replay.
102?
102.
Didn't work out for you, did it?
001. I don't know, but this server on this side over here is a cutie. Man,
You're gonna have to ask her on a date.
I know, right? Good Lord.
Ask her out. I can get her number for you.
Hey, I have her number. If you get lucky, I might say yes. Like,
I'm what you call a filmographer.
That's called a videographer.
Videographer.
We always just enjoy getting together with our friends and playing pickleball. Just anytime we get together, we always have a great time. But we finished off our evening and we played a couple games of pickleball and had fun. And then we went home and my daughter had some friends over and we played more games at the house and just kind of hung out. The girls had some sundaes and things, which I'll add here toward the end of this video.
Okay, so we're done playing games. I went and got my shower.
That's not true.
Gonna end. Well, yeah, we're probably gonna play some more games, but I got a shower. My hair's still soaking wet. But the girls are making sundaes.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we have Sundays.
You can't take her anywhere.
Sundays on a Sunday.
All right, so Easter Sunday. I don't know. They got all kinds of stuff. They got bananas.
Oh,
They got Snickers, strawberries.
The right cabinet over there.
What is this one? Hey, y'all, I'm talking. I
here's
can't
the
hear
hot.
myself. Cookies and cream,
Cabinet.
chocolate
Bottom.
milk,
Oh, there, you can get that candy out there.
all this. And then, of course,
Snickers. We had
the
some.
yummy pies that I made earlier. I don't know if I showed you guys or not, but the yummy pies,
down in the baking
they're
stuff.
covered up here, so, yeah. And they've got, what do they got?
That's
Magic
frozen.
shell,
This doesn't
they've
work.
got sprinkles,
It doesn't work.
they've got,
It doesn't work.
why does it not work?
Because I put it in the fridge.
It gets hard when it's cold.
I didn't mean to. I put it in with the whipped cream and didn't think anything of it.
Oh, so the magic shell is actually, oh, it is,
It's solid.
it's solid.
So no magic shell, which stinks because I love that.
No magic shell because she put it in the refrigerator. So, but yeah, they have, what else do they have? Good gravy. Marshmallow fluff.
We have candy.
They had candy. They have nuts. They have Cool Whip. She's chopping up Snickers over here.
This is for Dad's homemade Dairy Queen Blizzard. It's not a blizzard. It's a blizzard.
Her dad's a diabetic too, so he shouldn't be eating that stuff. Anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. Today's video. They're talking and they're distracting me totally. They're where? So Issa wants to do the ending with me because, you know, these kids, they love the camera. But do you know what I say?
No.
You don't.
What do you say?
Okay, so when I say, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end today's video here. I love my daughter's friends. They're like my kids. But we've had a good day today. Played pickleball and came home. Like I said, got my shower. We're still playing games and they're doing their Sundays. So I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, friends.
There's gonna be another one.
Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment down below. What's your favorite Sunday?
She's a mess.
Alright, you go.
Oh my Lord.
I thought we were gonna do this.
Yeah, let's do it. No, wait. She's gotta get us. Can you see us all?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Do not put that on my ceiling.
2.